What's up guys? So I'm back with another video for my female viewers since you guys really wanted to know more about the art of being feminine. So one of the main traits that I like to communicate about femininity is the art of being private and mysterious. Too many women these days are very open books. They're very assertive and talkative with their private details and with telling their personal story from A to Z up front. And this is a very masculine trait because usually when women are doing this, they're attempting to impress a guy, to show their accolades, to show why he should like her. And that puts the woman in the yang energy, the pursuing energy, the energy of trying to prove her worth. And it doesn't appeal really to a guy to have a woman that's just pushing too much and trying to sell herself to him. It's a little bit of a role reversal because in dating and attraction and seduction, usually the man is the one who is like the peacock, like the animals in nature, showing his feathers, showing what he has to impress the woman. That's just kind of the natural roles. Part of being mysterious and private is not revealing everything so quickly up front. This doesn't mean being really closed or standoffish, but it means that you unravel like a flower bit by bit, and he has to earn the information that you share with him. So just like this story of 1001 Nights.
The story of 1001 Nights goes, King Shahryar, who discovered that his wife had been unfaithful to him, decides to kill her, and then, resenting all womankind, marries and kills a new wife each and every day. Realizing this, Shahrazad, who's the daughter of his vizier, volunteers herself in order to carry out her scheme to save herself and other women. So each evening, as she's sitting with the king, she tells the story, but she leaves it incomplete and promises to finish it the next night. The stories are so entertaining and the king becomes so eager to hear the end that he keeps putting off her execution day after day, and then finally he abandons his plan to kill her.
That same type of mentality and energy is just revealing bit by bit, keeping a guy intrigued and keeping him wanting to learn more about you. Another reason this is really important is because everything is energy. And when you share your energy up front, you kind of expose yourself to, since I talk a lot about Tantra and magic, these teachings are usually very secret because it's well known that the energy needs to be preserved, it needs to be private. The more you expose your energy, the more other energies kind of are able to exchange energy with that, with whatever you're speaking of or whatever you're talking about. So it's really important in manifestation and just in general as a rule of thumb to stay private unless you absolutely need to share something. When something is private and sacred, it means it has value. Why do we keep jewelry in boxes? Why do exclusive clubs have a very private feel about them? Why do you have to pay more to get into these private things? And it's because it's exclusive. It's not just available to anyone. And so when a woman is private and mysterious, it adds to her allure and to her value, and she is not just easily available with her information, with everyone knowing everything about her up front. It adds to her intrigue, it adds to her seductiveness. A lot of people ask me as an up-and-coming YouTuber, why don't you share more? Why aren't you more open with your details? And it's really just what I'm talking about with this. It's not that I'm trying to put off an air of being perfect. It's just that to me, my private life is private. It's sacred to me. I don't really feel that I need to share it unless I'm using it as an example or something that is directly going to benefit someone's awareness. And I feel that I can share a lot of information, help a lot of people without having to allow open access to my personal energy. Also, a lot of the times, there's almost like this YouTube algorithm where people like to share this very typical sort of before and after of, I was struggling and now I'm this and you could do it too. And it's very kind of cookie cutter sort of rhetoric that is not really authentic to my own nature. I would rather if people relate to my strengths rather than my weaknesses. So I would rather be a beam of positivity and show strength rather than meet people at that frequency of victimhood or dwelling on the past or evoking negative energy. Because the more you talk about past events, negative things, the more you actually energize them. Usually, even if it's in a context of talking about where you were and where you are now, it's becoming the same story as opposed to just focusing on the new story of what you are and where you're going. So some practical ways to stay private and mysterious is not to volunteer information up front, to wait till you are asked for certain information and then you decide how much you want to share and in what way. Don't ever feel pressured, because sometimes people really try to push you and pressure you with their questions, like, so where were you going, and like what were you doing, and like you know, just kind of pushing like, what was that like, and you know, maybe it's not something you're totally ready to reveal yet. So you have to, again, another very attractive quality of women is to just be assertive in the sense of your boundaries and what you do or don't want to share. So if someone's not being respectful of the boundaries of information that you want to share, then you can politely kind of answer in a more simple way, kind of giving the answer but not really answering. So answering in a vague way, or answering kind of like reversing and asking the question back. Whatever it is. But again, it's not about being closed off or standoffish, it's just about allowing someone to earn the right to get to know you. Just like reading a book or watching a movie, it's not as fun when you already know the ending, you already know everything about it. This is why marriages get stale and people get bored in relationships, is because people don't know the art of unpredictability, of keeping things interesting, of having always new information to share, new things to learn about the other partner. And this is something that's cultivated with your personality and with how you present yourself. Again, this not only adds to your allure and your seductiveness, but it's also just better for your overall energy and your manifestation, and allowing good energy in and not just exposing yourself to all sorts of foreign energies. Sometimes people want to know what's going on with you because they want the best for you and they really love you and they like to hear good things about you. And other people, it may not be the case. They may actually harbor jealousy or resentment, whether it's male or female. So you have to be really aware and careful of sharing your wins and sharing your most sacred wishes and desires only with people you really, really trust and who have earned that place in your life. A very big thing in Middle Eastern culture they talk about a lot is the evil eye, and it's definitely something that does play out, which is that the malintent, the mal ojo in other cultures, it is the eye of malice, basically, or just wishing ill upon someone. So you radiate your femininity and your sacredness and your beauty. The more you protect yourself from the evil eye, the more you keep your energy sacred, the more that you allow positive energy to come to you and you keep negative energy filtered out through your actions, through your boundaries, through valuing yourself and valuing the steps that a person has to take to get to know you. I hope this video helps, and let me know in the comments if you guys have any other questions about feminine traits or about dating and attraction. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next video.